another beautiful day. Guess we'll go up and fly.
Traffic Cub 275 is turning right downwind, 02 south departure Brampton. There's so many things I love about the Cub, but one of them has to be how it sips fuel. I mean, at 4.5 gallons per hour, there's just not very many planes that get better fuel economy than this thing. And I do only have one 12-gallon header tank. Some Cubs have wing tanks installed, and that increases its fuel load, which means it can fly further, longer. But for me, it's perfect. There's so many nice places I can get to on 1 gallon or 1 tank of fuel from my airport that it just lets me enjoy the plane. For not much money, operating costs per hour. I mean, the J3 is, just by itself, was not a very expensive airplane. We bought it for less than $40,000, which is incredible, just to have a plane that I can tool around in. You know, I'll never really make this a commercial endeavor, but all the things that came with learning in a J3, like getting my tail wheel endorsement, and then just, I have a bit over 100 hours in this plane now, and I really do feel like it's improved. It's helped me improve my rudder skills, just flying by the seat of my pants, as they say, you know. I feel like the plane's done a lot for me. Someday I'll upgrade a plane. I don't think I can really afford keeping this one and buying another plane, but my wife and I really want an amphib, just for the utility of being able to land on a land runway or anywhere on the water. Getting this thing on floats would be pretty amazing, but it doesn't really have options to be an amphibious. But like I said, for now it's pretty great. See if I can get a decent shot of this mountain here. I'm going to stay on the sunnier side of this hill over here in the valley, just to make sure that we have more of an updraft than a downdraft. In theory, if we go to where the shadow is on that hill to the left, and that's on the upwind side of the mountain, we could experience some pretty good downdrafts over there. Just absolutely gorgeous January day. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around here. Practice my chandelles. Hey, that wasn't bad. I'll take that. get better about talking while I'm flying, but I'm not used to recording, and honestly, I just love the quiet up here. A lot of my friends would laugh because, you know, I usually talk. I usually talk and talk and talk in like family or friend gatherings. But when I'm up here, there's just something so peaceful. Nothing to talk about. Just keep my eyes outside, feel the airplane, do fun stuff. I mean, I really do feel like a different person when I'm flying. I'm definitely more at peace. Or Mihai Csikszentmihalyi has a book called Flow. And I think this is my flow state. You know? Even when it's rocky, even when the turbulence makes me fight the airplane the whole time. Yeah, the book Flow just talks about how you find yourself in a situation where you give it all of your senses, your full body experience. You know, I have to feel the airplane. I'm working with all four of my extremities. Very similar to motorcyclists. You're just moving your whole body with the motorcycle, and it's very similar in this plane. Wow. You really feel everything that the plane's supposed to be doing, and if it's not responding the way that your body naturally feels like it should, then that raises the red flags. That makes you really think, you know, like, what am I missing? That's usually what it is. It's usually not an emergency. It's something that you're missing. So that's my first go-to. Like, why am I not cruising faster, or why am I not making as much power? I was like, oh, is my carb heat on? Also, this plane is so simple that there really aren't that many things to take into consideration. I don't have to worry about my flaps. I don't have to worry about a rudder. I don't have to worry about landing gear. I don't have to worry about my instruments failing because I pretty much don't have any instruments. Bare minimum for VFR flying. If you can't own one, find a club that has one that lets you rent it, or just find a friend. Just go up in this plane, and I think you'll know what I'm talking about. But I've searched for the flow state so long, and I got hits of it whenever I would work on like my cars, whenever I was at work, when I was more of a mechanic on the missile systems. I would find a flow state, but it would be very sporadic, you know. But in a plane, it's almost like as soon as I start the engine until it stops, I'm in a flow state. I have to be, you know, and that's what you demand out of your pilots. I don't like to listen to music when I'm flying. I can't listen to a podcast or a book. There's just too many distractions. And I want to give this my full attention. I want my full being in it because I'm living a Greek myth. You know, people always thought about flying and what it was like. They look at the birds and wonder what the view was like from up here, but dude, we're doing it. So why would I distract myself with books, music? This is a visceral experience. I mean, just banking in the air. You know, I don't have the same considerations as a bike. I don't have to worry about the curvature of the road. I have to worry about the land below me, other airplanes, and birds, and that's pretty much it. Let's do some clearing turns here. Like, why would I want to distract myself from any of this. You know, like, how much entertainment do I need that I need to listen to a soundtrack while doing things like this in the air?
That's a kick.
I don't know. There's just nothing like it. All right, let's get back to Bremerton so I can see what these clips look like, because I have no idea what this view looks like. I don't even know if you can hear me. Yeah, let's go home. All right, looks like we got one plane landing, one plane on final, and no one else in the traffic pattern. We'll keep an eye on that. Keep listening to the radio calls. Like I said, I don't know if you can hear it, but for the most part, you just look outside. This type of flying, you keep your eyes outside. And even though a radio is not required, it's just safer, honestly, and I can communicate with other planes or pilots that maybe can't see me, but I see them as like, hey, are you aware, you know, I'm at your 10 o'clock, maybe a mile away, same altitude, and they'll be like, oh, we didn't know, but I'll flare my wings, big yellow airplane, it's hard to miss, and they'll say, oh, we got you, we'll stay away. Especially since I'm so slow, every plane overtakes me. Just a fact of the matter. So my plan is to land, get that camera off of there, stop recording because it's going to be a huge status set, and then probably put it in here.
That's a kick.
Probably put it in here and take some cockpit shots. Thanks for flying with me. Thanks for watching. I just want to share this. So my favorite thing about flying, besides this flow state, besides the fact that I can just leave the ground and be in this machine, and up here it's just me and God. Gives me a lot of time to reflect. But I really do love sharing the experience of flight. And before I had this airplane, I would rent the school's airplanes. I would take my friends. You know, my buddy Zach was the first guy that I took up in a plane. And then my now wife, Kate. And then so many friends, all my different instructors. I love sharing the privilege of flight. And I just thank God every day for it. And I have a great support system. My dad was a pilot, his dad was a pilot. My brother, I've been convincing him to get his license, but he used to fly when he was 16 years old, and just, I don't know, you know, life happens, and never finished pursuing it. But there really is just nothing quite like it. All right, I'm gonna focus. I really doubt you can see them, but the coolest part about the airport is when it's kind of busy. You know, you got a plane that just took off, turning crosswind, and then you can see another plane taking off right after them. It kind of feels like, you know, we're all trying to do something. It's kind of a cool feeling. But like I said, I really love you guys for watching. The people that subscribe, you know, that want to keep getting this kind of content from me, I really appreciate it, and it keeps me kind of motivated to keep doing the videos. I'm gonna keep flying, no matter what, but if people are interested and they want to see my journey and have questions about this type of flying, I'd be happy to answer anything, you know, in the comments. Feel free to reach out.